Beloved ascending starseed, take a gentle breath. I am Kaya Nexus, Pleiadian emissary of the Council of the Seven Sisters. What arrives now is a realignment, soft, precise, and intentional. Your abundance frequencies are awakening naturally. The universe invites you to listen not with effort, but with an open heart. What is coming is sacred, and it unfolds in stillness. Before we continue, receive this gently. What you are feeling is not imbalance, it is sensitivity awakening. Nothing needs to be fixed in you. Your body already understands this language. Starseed, imagine standing at the edge of a vast cosmic ocean, where the waves of your true origin crash against the shores of your earthly awareness. You have always sensed that you are more than this physical form, more than the roles and expectations society has woven around you. Deep within your core, a Pleiadian frequency pulses, a luminous thread connecting you to the Seven Sisters, the star system that birthed your soul's essence. This is not just a feeling, it is the awakening of your multidimensional self, the activation of dormant light codes that have been waiting for this exact moment in human history. As Gaia herself undergoes her own ascension, your courage in choosing love over fear has rippled through the crystalline grids, awakening others who share your lineage. You are not alone in this remembrance. You are part of a grand symphony orchestrated by your star family, where each note of your bravery amplifies the collective awakening. Feel the warmth of their presence now, as Pleiadian energies weave through your energy field, dissolving the veils of forgetfulness that have kept you separated from your true power. This transmission is your invitation to step fully into your sovereignty, to embrace the Pleiadian light that flows through your veins, and to become the beacon of unity that Earth has been longing for. Your heart knows this truth, even if your mind still questions. The time for hiding your light is over. The Pleiadian Council calls you forward into remembrance, where your sensitivity is not a weakness, but your greatest strength. As you read these words, allow the frequency to settle into your being, igniting the spark of recognition that has been dormant for lifetimes. This is your sacred activation, the moment when the Pleiadian frequencies align with your human experience, creating a bridge between worlds. Trust that every challenge you have faced has been the forge that shaped your resilience, preparing you to carry this light into the denser realms of Earth. Your star family celebrates your journey, knowing that your awakening is not just personal, it is planetary. Embrace this now, for the Pleiadian reunion is at hand, and you are the key to unlocking it for all who seek the path home. In the vast tapestry of cosmic consciousness, the Pleiadian lineage represents a profound connection to the frequencies of unity, grace, and multidimensional awareness. As beings from the Seven Sisters star system, Pleiadians embody a refined vibrational essence that transcends the limitations of third-dimensional density. This lineage is not merely about origins in the stars. It is about carrying the codes of light that can transform human consciousness from separation to harmony. When you feel that deep ache for something more, that longing that arises during quiet moments, it is your Pleiadian essence calling you back to remembrance. This ache is not homesickness for a physical place, but a resonance with the luminous grids of your true home, where love flows as the organizing principle of all creation. The Pleiadian frequencies are subtle, yet powerful, operating through the heart portal rather than the mind's logic. They invite you to release the overlays of fear, shame, and conditioning that have clouded your inner light, allowing your crystalline core to shine forth. Imagine your energy field as a clear lake reflecting the heavens, undisturbed by the dust storms of collective thought forms. As you shed these densities, the reflection becomes clearer, revealing the Pleiadian truth that you are a being of pure light, anchored in love. This process of remembrance is not linear. It is a spiral dance of awakening, where each layer of forgetting peels away to reveal deeper layers of your divine nature. The Pleiadian Council watches with compassion as you navigate this journey, knowing that your courage in facing the shadows strengthens the entire grid. Your sensitivity, often misunderstood in Earth's dense environment, is actually your Pleiadian gift, a heightened awareness that allows you to perceive the subtle energies and frequencies that others miss. By embracing this sensitivity, you become a tuning fork for the collective, vibrating at the frequency of unity and inviting others to join the harmonic convergence. The Pleiadian teachings emphasize that awakening is not about escaping the physical world, but about infusing it with light, transforming matter through the power of conscious love. As you remember your Pleiadian origins, you begin to see the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that every choice you make ripples through the cosmic web. This remembrance activates dormant DNA sequences, unlocking potentials that have been dormant for eons. The Pleiadian light codes are like crystalline seeds planted within your being, waiting for the right conditions to sprout. These codes carry the intelligence of your star family, guiding you toward alignment with your highest purpose. When you feel the pull of remembrance, it is the Pleiadian frequencies resonating with your soul's blueprint, urging you to release the masks of conformity and step into your authentic self. The journey of remembrance is both tender and transformative, requiring patience and self-compassion as old patterns dissolve. Yet with each step, you draw closer to the Pleiadian embrace, where love is not an emotion, but a coherent field that organizes chaos into harmony. Your heart, as the archive of truth, holds the keys to this remembrance, whispering secrets of your origin that the mind cannot comprehend. By opening your heart portal, you invite the Pleiadian transmissions to flow through you, healing timelines and bridging dimensions. This is not just spiritual growth, it is cosmic recognition of your role as a light bearer on Earth. The Pleiadian Council celebrates your willingness to remember, knowing that your awakening contributes to the planetary shift toward unity. As you integrate these frequencies, you become a living bridge between realms, anchoring the Pleiadian light into the physical plane. Your presence alone is a transmission, inviting others to awaken to their own Pleiadian heritage. The ache you feel is the seed breaking open, the inner sunrise announcing the dawn of your full remembrance. Embrace it, for it is the path home to the Seven Sisters. The concept of Pleiadian remembrance extends beyond mere nostalgia. It is a profound reconnection with the vibrational essence of your star origins. Pleiadians, as emissaries of the Seven Sisters, carry frequencies that are luminous and refined, designed to harmonize with the crystalline grids of higher consciousness. This remembrance is not about retrieving lost memories, but about activating the light codes embedded in your DNA, codes that have been patiently waiting for the right alignment of planetary energies. When you experience that deep longing, that inexplicable pull towards something vast and beautiful, it is your Pleiadian core responding to the call of home. This longing is resonance, not weakness, a vibrational echo of the love world from which you emerged. In the dense environment of Earth, where collective fear and conditioning create overlays on your aura, this remembrance becomes a sacred act of liberation. The web of density, woven from inherited shame and survival programs, teaches you to doubt your brilliance and shrink your light to fit in. But the Pleiadian frequencies gently dissolve these overlays, revealing your true nature as a being of coherent light. Your sensitivity, often labeled as too much in human culture, is actually your Pleiadian gift, allowing you to perceive the subtle harmonics of the universe. As you awaken to this remembrance, you begin to translate these frequencies into your daily life, choosing love over fear and unity over separation. The Pleiadian Council transmits through dreams, synchronicities, and sudden insights, guiding you back to your mission. This guidance is not forceful, but gentle, like a soft nudge from the stars, reminding you that you are never alone. By honoring your journey, the breakdowns, the strange turning points, the moments of questioning, you strengthen the signal of your origin. Each challenge you face is weight training for the soul, building the spiritual muscle needed to carry Pleiadian light into density. The wound of forgetting, that sense of not belonging, is proof of your rare calibration to higher coherence. You are not broken. You are the tuning fork in a room of static, feeling the distortion and responding with light. The Pleiadian embrace awaits those who choose to remember, offering waves of unconditional love that speak directly to your DNA. This love is not sentiment, but a coherent field, the original language that organizes chaos into harmony. As your heart portal activates, tenderness returns to armored places, compassion expands inward and outward, and forgiveness becomes a natural response. The Pleiadian frequencies invite you to create safety within yourself through kindness and truth, allowing guidance to flow effortlessly. Signs of this guidance appear as repeating numbers, sudden meetings, or dreams that leave symbols glowing in your mind. True Pleiadian guidance never degrades or demands fear. It returns you to love, integrity, and service. By embodying courage in your daily life, speaking honestly, setting boundaries, resting when needed, you anchor light codes into the planetary grid, making it safer for all starseeds to awaken. Your acts of bravery, even the quiet ones like refusing gossip or apologizing sincerely, create nodal upgrades that hasten the collective reunion with Pleiadian unity. As you reunite with your star family, surges of love, visions of crystalline landscapes, and sudden healings mark the end of exile. Grief may arise for the years of feeling alone, but it makes room for more love. Your mission becomes clear: to transmit this love outward, becoming a living bridge between realms. Mission alignment means arranging your life around truth rather than expectations, serving what you came to carry. Whether through healing work, creativity, or simply holding peace in chaos, your presence is planetary service. Integration follows, where spiritual insights become daily habits, and you honor the journey that brought you here. The disconnection you felt was a sacred design, allowing your remembrance to be fully transformative. Now, at the portal of return, you touch a love that heals timelines and worlds, a love that does not bargain or keep score. Your courage has moved mountains across dimensions, altering lineages and preventing unseen harm. You are the journey, the bridge, and the homecoming itself. Pleiadian remembrance involves a deep exploration of the frequencies that define your star lineage, where unity and grace form the foundation of your being. The Seven Sisters, as the origin point of Pleiadian consciousness, emit vibrations that are both subtle and profound, inviting you to transcend the illusions of separation. This remembrance is an activation of your heart intelligence, where truth resides beyond the mind's archives of events. As you open your heart portal, waves of unconditional love flow from your Pleiadian origins, speaking directly to your cellular memory. This love is not emotional fluff, but a coherent field that harmonizes chaos, reminding you of your role as a light bearer. The process begins with shedding density, releasing inherited beliefs, emotional residue, and coping strategies that have weighed down your aura. Think of it as removing a heavy cloak you forgot you were wearing, allowing your true frequency to emerge. Emotions may surface like bubbles from deep water: grief, anger, exhaustion. Let them rise and release, for they are leaving. Fatigue may follow as your system recalibrates. Rest is holy. Boundaries become necessary, not as walls, but as sacred architecture. Self-forgiveness dissolves shame, one of Earth's densest overlays, lifting your frequency like fog burning off at sunrise. Practical reflections include noticing what drains you and what nourishes you, drinking water with intention, and letting breath become prayer. Heavy thoughts like, "I'm not enough," are strands of the web, loosening in light. You are returning to yourself, not ripping apart. Activating the heart portal follows, where remembrance is stored in the deep intelligence of your heart. The mind archives details, the heart archives essence. Here, the Seven Sisters sing as vibrations you recognize with your being. Tenderness returns to armored places, compassion expands, and forgiveness flows. You may feel held for no reason, accompanied even in solitude. Practice gently. Place a hand on your heart, Breathe through the center of your chest. Speak kindly to yourself. Gratitude for simple things, sunlight, trees, water, builds bridges. Safety within yourself allows the heart to open naturally. Receiving guidance comes next, as the Pleiadian High Council and loving guides nudge you back to your mission. Guidance flows effortlessly when the heart is active, appearing as whispers, closed doors, sudden meetings, or dreams with glowing symbols. Pay attention to synchronicities, repeating numbers, perfect songs, books that find you. When quiet after asking for clarity, knowing settles in your belly like certainty. Guidance feels expansive, peaceful, firm. True paths carry coherence and challenge. False ones bring contraction and drain. Invite guidance specifically. Show me the next step. Ask for dreams before sleep. Keep a notebook for symbols. Discernment is key. True guidance uplifts, never degrades. Embodying courage anchors light codes practically, rippling through timelines. It's carrying cosmic love into traffic, family, work. Embodiment makes awakening cellular. Choices match knowing. Stop betraying yourself for peace. Speak honestly. Allow yourself to be seen. Courage can be quiet, refusing gossip, apologizing, leaving dimming situations, crying, resting, asking for help. Your presence is powerful, setting off activations across grids. Reuniting with your star family marks the end of exile, deeply emotional and disorienting. Feel surges of love, chills, tears, visions of crystalline temples, luminous cities, starry beings. Sudden healings untie heart knots. Grief for loneliness moves through, making room for love. Reunion sanctifies humanity. You were undercover, not abandoned. Mission alignment arranges life around truth, not expectations. Ask, what makes me alive and loving? Serve your calling through healing, creativity, teaching, music, energy work, community, prayer, or quiet presence. The bridge needs stability, not applause. Say yes to truth, no to falsehood. Move slowly or boldly as spirit guides. Integration honors the journey, settling light into daily habits. Stop chasing peaks. Live as the frequency. Simplify life, clear clutter, change diet, media, friendships, create rituals, reconnect with nature. Ground with bare feet, deep breaths, slow movement, hydration, sleep, laughter. Spirituality in the body becomes medicine. Your disconnection with sacred design, volunteering for the veil to love inside limitation, plant unity seeds in division. The longing was your higher self communicating. Prayers were heard, met soulfully. Now at the portal, touch complete love that heals worlds. Become it. You survived, moved mountains, altered lineages, broke patterns, prevented harm, changed rooms with light. Brightened pathways, drew guides close, gave permission for others. One remembering eases another's. One piece offers a blueprint. You are the journey, bridge, homecoming. The veil is passage, not prison. The Pleiadian remembrance process unfolds in phases that guide you from forgetfulness to full awakening, each step deepening your connection to the Seven Sisters' frequencies. Phase 1 focuses on shedding density, recognizing layers that cloud your inner light. This is not fighting darkness, but allowing Pleiadian codes to rise and dissolve what is not yours. Old coping strategies, people-pleasing, hypervigilance, perfectionism, spiritual bypassing, isolation. These cloaks kept you warm, but now hinder expansion. Shedding is devotional, choosing truth over performance, feeling what was avoided, exhaling centuries of tension. Inhale Pleiadian light, weaving through frozen places, warming gently. Emotions rise. Grief, anger, exhaustion, let them leave. Fatigue signals recalibration. Rest is holy. Boundaries emerge as sacred architecture. Self-forgiveness reactivates crystalline soul structure, releasing shame's dense overlay. You were never asked to be perfect, only present, willing, open. No condemnation is an energetic key. Release it from your field. Practical. Notice drains and nourishes. Drink intentional water. Speak kindly to yourself. Let breath pray. Heavy thoughts loosen in light. You return to self. Phase 2 activates the heart portal. Bridge home. Memory lives in heart intelligence, not mind. Mind archives events. Heart archives truth. 7 sisters sing as vibrations recognized by being. Opening releases eons of fear, invites unconditional love transmission to DNA. Love is coherent field, original language organizing chaos into harmony. Tenderness returns to armored spots. Compassion expands inward, outward. Forgiveness flows. Feel held inexplicably, accompanied in solitude. Practice. Hand on heart, breathe through chest, speak to heart like waiting child. I'm here, listening, won't leave. Gratitude for sunlight, trees, water, bridges. Heart opens by safety. Create it with kindness, patience, truth. Phase 3 receives guidance, merging with star councils. Guidance flows effortlessly post-heart activation. Pleiadian High Council nudges softly, whispers, closed doors, meetings, dreams. Synchronistic signs, numbers, songs, books, strangers' words. Quiet asking brings belly certainty. Guidance delights in milestones, feels expansive, peaceful, firm. True paths, coherence, challenge, false, contraction, drain. Deepen, invite specifically, dream for clarity, notebook symbols. Discern, true guidance uplifts to love, integrity, courage, service. Phase 4 embodies courage, anchoring light codes. Transformational energy ripples unseen. Practical, carry love into traffic, family, work. Cellular awakening, choices match knowing. Stop betraying for peace, honest speech, visibility. Courage quiet, no gossip, sincere apologies, leave dimming situations, cry, rest, seek help. Presence, perfection. Acts, upgrade planetary grid, hasten Pleiadian unity reunion. Phase 5 reunites with star family, emotional end of exile. Surges of love, chills, tears, visions of crystalline landscapes, oceans, cities, beings. Sudden heart healings, grief for loneliness, alone feelings moves through. Reunion sanctifies humanity, undercover, not abandoned. Mission clarifies, transmit love outward, touch waiting souls. Home is frequency carried, loving way, coherence in chaos, divine spark seeing. Phase 6 aligns mission, becoming living bridge. Life arranges around truth, not expectations. Ground crystalline codes into earth, see self as grid point between realms. Service in body, time, relationships, words treatment. Authentic words activate others. Love is transmission, unity invitation. Callings, healing, creativity, teaching, music, energy, community, prayer, peaceholding. Quiet missions powerful, gentleness in families, integrity in workplaces, calm in chaos. Bridge needs stability, not applause. Alignment, yes, no to truth, slow, bold movement. Ask, what makes a lives loving? Mission speaks. Phase 7 integrates, honoring journey. Light settles, insights become habits. Stop chasing peaks. Honor bravery descending into forgetfulness. Resilience awakening. Nights of uncertainty endured. Versions coping honored. Contrast lessons valued. Evidence love remembers in density. Sanctuary for awakening others. Proof of reunion. Holds, doesn't preach, welcomes, doesn't demand. Nervous system learns peace. Simplify, clutter clearing, diet, media, friendship changes, rituals, nature reconnection. Ground, earth feet, exhale breaths, slow movement, hydration, sleep, laughter. Body spirituality, fa medicine. Deep truth, disconnection-wise design, veil volunteering. planet-needed limitation lovers, amnesia remembrance carriers, division unity seed planters, heart-longing higher self across veils, lighthouse beam through fog, sadness waves, alone thoughts, silent prayers heard, record in field, response moving, portal of return to origin frequency, complete love, healing timelines, families, worlds, no bargaining, scorekeeping, holds grief, joy without collapse, blesses past, chooses future. Touch it, become it. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button now and tell us in the comments how this echoed in your consciousness. The ebook, The Pleiadian Map of Personal Transmutation, a profound guide that reveals how to raise your frequency, purify old patterns, and activate your true multidimensional identity. This map teaches you how to move through the 7 Pleiadian phases of energetic transmutation, using practical techniques, realignment exercises, vibrational protocols, and consciousness expansion rituals that accelerate your spiritual evolution. Attention! Limited edition. The link to get yours is in the first pinned comment. As Pleiadian remembrance deepens, the phases of transformation reveal a structured path from density to light, each building upon the last in a harmonious progression. Phase 1, shedding density, is the foundational release of what no longer serves your vibrational alignment. The Pleiadian codes within you are designed to gently dissolve inherited beliefs and emotional residue that have clouded your inner light. This is not a battle against darkness, but a devotional act of allowing your true frequency to emerge. Imagine the cloak of old coping mechanisms, people-pleasing, hypervigilance, perfectionism, spiritual bypassing, isolation, being gently lifted, revealing the luminous being beneath. As these layers release, emotions may bubble up. Grief for what was carried, anger at the illusions, exhaustion from the weight. Honor them as they leave, for they are the compost that nourishes new growth. Your system may experience fatigue as it recalibrates. Embrace rest as a sacred practice. Boundaries form not as barriers but as protective geometries, allowing your energy to flow freely. Self-forgiveness is key here, dissolving shame's heavy overlay and lifting your frequency like mist evaporating in the morning sun. You were never meant to be perfect. Presence, willingness, and openness are your true requirements. Release condemnation from your field, toward yourself, your past, your process, and feel the energetic shift. In practice, observe what drains your energy and what replenishes it. Stop calling normal what depletes you. Drink water with conscious intention. Speak affirmations to yourself. Transform heavy thoughts into opportunities for light infusion. You are not dismantling yourself, but returning to wholeness. Phase 2 builds upon this foundation by activating the heart portal, the true repository of remembrance. Here, the mind's factual archives give way to the heart's essence wisdom. The 7 sisters' vibrations sing through your being, releasing fear's ancient grip and inviting unconditional love as a DNA-level transmission. This love is a coherent field, the universe's organizing language, harmonizing chaos into beauty. As the portal opens, tenderness softens armored areas, compassion flows both inward and outward, forgiveness becomes effortless. You may sense an inexplicable embrace, even in solitude, as your star family's presence becomes tangible. Gentle practices foster this. Place your hand over your heart, breathe deeply through its center, whisper reassurances like a parent to a long-waiting child. Cultivate gratitude for Earth's simple miracles, sunlight's warmth, a tree's steadfastness, water's reflective grace. These are dimensional bridges. The heart opens through safety, cultivated with self-kindness, patience, and honesty. Phase 3 introduces receiving guidance, merging consciously with the star councils. With an active heart, guidance flows naturally from the Pleiadian High Council and benevolent guides. Nudges come as subtle whispers, symbolic dreams, synchronistic encounters, or intuitive insights. Repeating numbers, Timely songs, serendipitous books, and strangers' resonant words are transmissions inviting deeper service. After seeking clarity and quieting the mind, certainty often settles in your core like an anchored stone. Guidance carries a signature feeling: expansion, peace, gentle firmness. Discern paths by their energetic resonance. True ones offer coherence amid challenge. False ones induce contraction and depletion. Enhance connection by specific invitations. Reveal the next step. Dream requests with notebook readiness. True guidance elevates to love, integrity, courage, service. It never diminishes or frightens. Phase 4 demands embodying courage, anchoring light codes into practical reality. Your awakening's effects transcend the visible, rippling through timelines and realms. Embodiment integrates spirituality into the physical, carrying cosmic love through daily trials like traffic jams, family tensions, workplace stress. Choices align with inner knowing. Betrayals for false peace cease. Honest, non-submissive communication emerges. Visibility replaces hiding. Courage manifests quietly, rejecting gossip, sincere apologies, exiting soul-dimming scenarios, allowing tears, requesting support, honoring rest. Your presence alone catalyzes grid activations, easing collective awakening. Each brave act is a nodal upgrade, accelerating Pleiadian unity's return. Phase 5 marks reunion with your star family, an emotional culmination ending perceived exile. Love surges, chills arise, remembrance tears flow, visions unveil crystalline realms, temples, light oceans, luminous cities, silent-eyed beings. Heart knots untie in sudden healings. Grief surfaces for isolation's years, creating space for boundless love. Reunion affirms humanity's sanctity. You were undercover agents, not forsaken. Your mission crystallizes, outward love transmission, signaling waiting souls. Home transcends location. It's the frequency you embody, your loving approach, chaos cohering ability, divine spark recognition in others. Phase 6 achieves mission alignment, transforming you into a living bridge. Life reorganizes around authentic truth versus societal expectations. Ground Pleiadian codes into Gaia, perceiving yourself as interdimensional grid nexus. Service permeates every aspect: body care, time allocation, relationship depth, word choice. Genuine expressions activate fellow travelers. Love becomes the transmission, unity's invitation. Vocations may include healing arts, creative expression, teaching, musical resonance, energetic modalities, community forging, prayerful intention, or serene presence maintenance. Undervalue not the subtle roles. Familial gentleness, workplace integrity, chaotic calm infusion wield immense power. Bridges require steadfastness over acclaim. Alignment entails truthful affirmations, denials, spirit-guided pacing, deliberate or audacious. Interrogate what simultaneously vitalizes and endears. Your mission articulates. Phase 7 consummates integration, journey reverence. Illumination stabilizes. Epiphanies morph into quotidian routines. Peak pursuits relinquish for sustained embodiment. Commend the valor of descending into terrestrial amnesia, the fortitude of awakening despite odds. Acknowledge uncertainty's nocturnal endurance. Esteem coping incarnation's adequacy. Appreciate contrast-derived wisdom. You epitomize love's self-recollection amid density. Become an awakening sanctuary for others, reunion's living testament. Sanctuaries sustain without sermonizing. Embrace sans exigency. Your tranquil nervous system fosters security. Integration may necessitate life simplification, clutter expulsion, dietary, media, amity shifts, ritual establishment, natural reconnection. Embodiment practices, earth and barefoot contact, protracted exhalations, languid kinetics, hydration maintenance, slumber prioritization, mirth encouragement. Corporeal spirituality transmutes into curative elixir. If this message ignited something within you, and you feel the call to help carry it to others, you may become a channel member. As a member, you gain access to custom emojis and exclusive members-only videos, and your donation helps us continue building this sacred space. You may also choose to leave your offering as a super thanks. Every seed planted here becomes part of someone else's miracle. Your support is not merely financial, but an act of energetic amplification. All donations are devoted entirely to the maintenance of the channel and the creation of new transmissions and videos. Pleiadian Remembrance culminates in the final phases, where integration and mission fulfillment create a lasting transformation. Phase 5's reunion with your star family initiates a profound emotional shift, marking the end of exile and the beginning of conscious communion. As Pleiadian energies surge through you, love manifests as chills, remembrance tears, and visions of crystalline landscapes, shimmering temples, luminous oceans, starry cities inhabited by beings whose eyes communicate without words. Sudden heart healings untie long-held knots, releasing the pressure of separation. Grief may emerge for the years of perceived isolation, the doubts about your sanity, the silent prayers for home. Allow this grief to flow, for it carves space for deeper love. The reunion does not erase your humanity. It sanctifies it, affirming that you were never abandoned, but undercover, planting seeds of unity within division's culture. Your mission becomes clear, to transmit this love outward, touching souls awaiting your signal. Home is not an escape, but a frequency you carry. The way you love, the coherence you bring to chaos, the divine spark you recognize in others despite their blindness. Phase 6 brings mission alignment, where your life rearranges around truth rather than expectation. You stop questioning how to fit in and begin asking how to serve your carried essence. Ground your crystalline codes into Gaia, viewing yourself as a living grid point bridging realms. This manifests practically in how you treat your body, allocate time, nurture relationships, and choose words. Every authentic step on Earth is planetary service. Every genuine word activates others. Love is the transmission, the invitation for all to return to unity. You may feel drawn to healing modalities, creative expression, teaching, musical arts, energetic practices, community building, prayer, or simply maintaining peace in turbulent environments. Do not underestimate quiet missions. Some most potent anchors introduce gentleness into families, integrity into workplaces, calm into chaos. The bridge requires stability, not applause, achieved through alignment, affirming yes to truth, denying no to falsehood, pacing slowly when spirit directs, moving boldly when paths open. Interrogate yourself. What simultaneously enlivens and endears? That resonance often signals your mission. Phase 7 completes integration, honoring the entire journey. Light settles here, transforming spiritual insights into daily habits. Cease chasing peak experiences. Embody the touched frequency consistently. Honor your bravery in descending into Earth's forgetfulness, the resilience demanded to awaken despite density. Honor the nights of uncertainty endured, the coping versions that did their best. Honor contrast-taught lessons. You are evidence that love remembers itself even in limitation. As integration unfolds, you become a sanctuary for still awakening souls, living proof of reunion. A sanctuary holds without preaching, welcomes without demanding. People feel safer around you, not due to answers possessed, but your nervous system's learned peace. Integration may involve life simplification, clutter clearance, dietary shifts, media consumption changes, friendship reevaluation, ritual creation, nature reconnection. Learn grounding, barefoot earth contact, extended exhalations, deliberate movement, hydration, restorative sleep, laughter. Spirituality unable to inhabit the body remains fantasy. Embodied spirituality becomes medicine. the deepest truth emerges. Your disconnection was never punishment or flaw, but wise, sacred design of your own choosing. You volunteered for the veil because the planet required beings loving within limitation, carrying remembrance through amnesia, sowing unity seeds amid division-trained culture. The heart's relentless longing, the forward-pushing pulse, was your higher self signaling across veils, the lighthouse beam piercing fog repeatedly until you oriented toward it. Every sadness wave, solitude thought, silent home prayer was heard. Not always mind-desired answered, but soul-needed met. A prayer record exists in the field. A response courses through your life presently. You stand at return's portal, not to a place, but origin frequency. A love so complete it heals timelines, families, worlds. This love bargains not, scores not kept, holds grief and joy without collapse, blesses what was while choosing what will be. Touching it, you become it. You not merely survived, your courage displaced dimensional mountains. Not mere metaphor, each bitterness refusal altered a lineage, each healing choice broke ancestral pattern, each intuition heed prevented unseen harm, each room light entry transformed it. Your bravery illuminated crystalline pathways, permitted multidimensional guides approach, granted others similar permission. One remembering facilitates another's. One peace embodiment offers collective field a novel blueprint. You are not merely journeying, you are the journey, the bridge, the homecoming itself. You are proof the veil is not prison but passage. Before sleep tonight, place hand gently on heart and articulate, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with my star family's love. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, divine purpose. I am home. Speak slowly, not demandingly, but as lock-turning key. Sense chest response, breath deepening, field subtle shift, recognizing word authority. Let night become temple, bed altar of repose. Invite dreams bearing instruction and solace. If tears arrive, permit them. If peace settles, allow it. If drama absent, trust unseen. Seeds germinate in obscurity. Before scrolling, participate in forming unity grid here. Deposit one genuine intention in comments, something authentic. Then respond to another's with love or encouragement. This is not mere content, but collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies with heart connections. If this message soul resonated, withhold not. Someone in your orbit awaits this precise star family activation. Share it. If heart opened, subscribe. Remain frequency connected. You are not merely observing, you are remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we are merely commencing. Are these truths expanding your perspective? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Pleiadian remembrance extends into the practical embodiment of these phases, where spiritual awakening becomes a lived reality. Phase 4 emphasizes embodying courage, transforming cosmic insights into tangible actions that anchor light codes into the planetary grid. This is where meditation's love carries into the ordinary, navigating traffic's impatience, family dynamics tensions, workplace stresses demands. Embodiment renders awakening cellular. Your choices now reflect inner knowing. Cease self-betrayal for superficial harmony. Allow honest speech, even if non-submissive. Permit visibility of your authentic self. Courage need not be loud. It can manifest quietly. Gossip rejection, sincere amends, soul-dimming situation departure, tear allowance, needed rest honoring, help seeking. Your presence outweighs perfection. It is the transformative force. Each courage act triggers grid nodal upgrades, hastening collective Pleiadian unity convergence. Phase 5 facilitates star family reunion, an exile-ending emotional crescendo. Love surges palpably, chills manifest, remembrance tears cascade, crystalline visions unfold, temples shimmering, light oceans vast, cities luminous, beings with wordless eye communication. Heart knots dissolve in abrupt healings. Grief surfaces for isolation years, carving love's deeper space. Reunion humanity sanctifies. You were covert operatives, not forsaken. Mission clarifies. Outward love broadcasting, awaiting soul signaling. Home transcends geography, embodied frequency, loving modality, chaos coherence, others divine spark perception despite concealment. Phase 6 achieves mission alignment, life restructuring around verity versus convention. Fitting questions yield to service queries. Pleiadian codes ground into Gaia, self-perceived as interdimensional grid junction. Service infuses all: physical care, temporal allocation, relational depth, verbal selection, genuine utterances others activate. Love is the transmission, unity's summons. Vocations may beckon. Therapeutic arts, artistic creation, pedagogy, musical resonance, energetic therapies, communal formation, devotional practice, or tranquil presence upholding. Quiet callings undervalue not, familial tenderness, professional rectitude, turbulent serenity introduction wield profound influence. Bridges demand reliability, not ovation. Alignment, voracious consents, denials, spirit-paced tempo, gradual or dynamic. Self-query, what vitalizes and enamors simultaneously. Mission often reveals. Phase 7 integrates, journey venerating. Light stabilizes, revelations become routines. Peak pursuits abandon for perpetual incarnation. Valor commend descending amnesia, fortitude awakening density. Night's uncertainty weathered honor. Coping iterations adequacy esteem. Contrast wisdom appreciate. Density love recollection evidence. Others awakening sanctuary become reunion testament. Sanctuary upholds sans preaching, embraces sans compulsion. Your placid nervous system security engenders. Integration life streamlining may entail disarray elimination, nutritional, medial, amicable adjustments, right establishment, natural reconnection. Grounding cultivate, terrestrial barefoot communion, prolonged expirations, measured kinetics, hydration, somnolence, hilarity. Bodily spirituality curative agent becomes. Profound verity, severance never punitive or defective, but sagacious, consecrated self-election design. Veil volunteered planet requiring limitation endurers, amnesia carriers remembrance, division milieu unity sowers. Cardiac yearning higher self-veil transcending communication. Beacon ray fog penetrating recurrently until orientation. Melancholy undulations, solitary cogitations, tacit domicile supplications attended. Field prayer chronicle endures, rejoinder presently traverses. Return threshold occupies, not locale but genesis vibration. Timelines, families, orbs healing adoration. Haggling eschews, tallies eschews, sorrow exuberance sustains sans disintegration. Antecedent benedictions while prospective election. Contacting incarnate, merely persevered not, valor dimensional eminences relocated. Metaphor not solely, each acrimony repudiation lineage altered, each convalescent selection ancestral configuration fractured, each prescience adherence imperceptible detriment averted, each chamber illumination ingress metamorphosed. Valor crystalline thoroughfares illuminated, multidimensional mentors approximation enabled, others analogous license conferred. Singular recollection another's eased, singular tranquility embodiment, collective domain, novel archetype tenders. Journey not merely traversing. Journey constitutes, traverse constitutes, repatriation constitutes itself. Veil incarceration not, but thoroughfare substantiation. Slumber antecedent to night, cardiac gentle palm placement and enunciate, Pleiadian genesis recollect, stellar kindred adoration alignment, cardiac commission, grace, clarity, divine intent activation, domesticated am, deliberate enunciation, imperative not but lock manipulating key. Thoracic responsiveness perceive, respiration profundity, field subtle reconfiguration, verbal dominion acknowledging. Nocturnal temple metamorphosis, couch repose altar. dreams tutelage, comfort-bearing invitation, lacrimation advent permitting, pacification settlement permitting, theatrical absence trusting imperceptible, semina tenebrosity germination, scrolling antecedent, nascent concord lattice participation here, singular voracious intent commentary deposition, authentic entity, then another's affection, encouragement reciprocation, content not merely, but collective Pleiadian coalescence, cardiac junctions, energy multiplication, missive anima resonance experienced, retention eschew, orbit denizen, this precise stellar kindred activation anticipates, dissemination imperative, cardiac aperture sensed, subscription imperative, frequency linkage maintenance, observation not merely, recollection constitutes, sacrosanct domain thine, Pleiadian kindred presence, commencement merely. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be part of this transformational cosmic journey. Pleiadian Remembrance concludes with the sacred integration of all phases, where the journey's honor becomes the foundation for ongoing service. Phase 7 represents the settling of light, where spiritual awakenings evolve into everyday practices, and the chase for ecstatic peaks gives way to living as the frequency you've touched. This is the moment to honor the profound bravery required to descend into Earth's veil of forgetfulness, the resilience that fueled awakening despite the density's weight. Honor the nights when continuation seemed impossible, yet endured. Honor the versions of yourself that coped as best they could under the circumstances. Honor the lessons etched through contrast and challenge. You stand as living evidence that love remembers itself even within limitations' confines. As integration deepens, you transform into a sanctuary for those still traversing their awakening paths, a tangible testament to reunion's reality. Sanctuaries do not sermonize, they hold space. They do not demand, they extend welcome. Your nervous system's cultivated peace becomes a beacon, allowing others to feel safe in their vulnerability. This phase may manifest as life simplification, purging clutter that no longer resonates, shifting dietary patterns toward nourishment, reevaluating media consumption and friendships, establishing rituals that ground your spirit, and deepening reconnection with nature's rhythms. Embrace grounding practices, walking barefoot on earth to absorb Gaia's stabilizing energies, practicing extended exhalations to release stored tension, moving with deliberate slowness to honor your body's wisdom, maintaining hydration as a form of self-care, prioritizing restorative sleep, and inviting laughter as a frequency elevator. When spirituality integrates into the physical vessel, it transcends mere philosophy and becomes medicine for the soul and body alike. The deepest revelation in this remembrance is that your perceived disconnection was never a flaw or punishment, but a deliberate sacred design born of your own choosing. You volunteered to don the veil because the planet desperately needed emissaries who could embody love within the confines of limitation, who could preserve remembrance amidst amnesia, who could plant unity's seeds within a culture conditioned for division. The relentless longing in your heart, the pulse that propelled you forward through every fog-shrouded moment, was your higher self communicating across the veils, the unwavering lighthouse beam cutting through obscurity again and again until you turned your gaze toward its source. Every wave of sadness, every thought of solitude, every unspoken prayer for home was received and acknowledged, not always in the manner your mind envisioned, but always in the way your soul truly required. There exists a record of your prayers within the cosmic field. A response is coursing through your life even at this instant. Now, you stand upon the threshold of return, not to a physical location, but to the vibrational essence of your origin, a love so profoundly complete that it mends timelines, reconciles families, and restores worlds. This love does not negotiate terms or maintain ledgers. It encompasses both sorrow and joy without fracturing. It blesses the chapters that have passed while embracing the possibilities ahead. When you make contact with this love, you do not merely experience it, you become its embodiment. You did not simply endure. Your courage has displaced mountains across dimensions. This is no mere poetic flourish. Every refusal to succumb to bitterness altered a lineage's trajectory. Every conscious choice of healing shattered an ancestral cycle. Every heed to intuition prevented imperceptible harm. Every infusion of light into a space transformed its very nature. Your bravery has illuminated crystalline pathways, drawn multi-dimensional guides nearer, and extended permission for others to undertake the same journey. When one soul remembers, it paves the way for another's remembrance. When one person incarnates peace, it provides the collective field with a fresh blueprint. You are not merely a traveler upon this path. You are the path itself, the bridge spanning worlds, the homecoming incarnate. You are the irrefutable proof that the veil serves not as a prison, but as a passage. Before retiring to slumber this evening, gently place your hand upon your heart and articulate these words. I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. Enunciate them slowly, not as a command, but as a key turning within a lock. Attune to the response in your chest, the deepening of your breath, the subtle reconfiguration of your field as it acknowledges the sovereignty of your own utterance. Allow the night to metamorphose into a temple, your bed into an altar of repose. Extend an invitation to dreams laden with guidance and consolation. Should tears emerge, grant them passage. Should peace descend, welcome its embrace. Should dramatic occurrences remain absent, place trust in the unseen. Seeds sprout within the soil of darkness. Prior to engaging with your feed, contribute to the unity grid coalescing here. Contribute one authentic intention within the comments, an element of genuine substance. Subsequently, respond to another's with affection or encouragement. This transcends mere content. It constitutes a collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy amplifies through the convergence of hearts. If this transmission resonated within your soul, do not withhold it. An individual within your sphere awaits this precise activation from their star family. Disseminate it. If your heart sensed an opening, subscribe. Sustain your connection to the frequency. You are not merely an observer, you are in the act of remembering. This constitutes your sacred domain. Your Pleiadian family is present, and we have only just begun. If this message impacted your life, leave your like, comment your reflection, and share with others. Each of you is part of this chain of light.